From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventures. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. This is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week on Americana Outdoors, we're taking a look back on some trips we've taken to one of our favorite Gulf Coast hotspots, Port Aransas, Texas, and its surrounding areas. Port Aransas is known for its sprawling shorelines, year-round outdoor activities, and unlimited options when it comes to dining on some of the best freshly caught seafood. Our first throwback revisits when Wade Middleton and Clark Wendlandt took their wives out to the coast for a relaxing weekend getaway and good times on the water.
We're at City by the Sea, which is really perfectly situated between Aransas, Port Aransas, and Rockport, and it's just a great location to jump off to all types of adventures when it comes to fishing. And you know, in the past, I probably stayed in this area about 4 or 5 years, used Miss Kitty's Fishing Getaway Adventures to help book a house right here, because when we come down here and do this trip, it's kind of an adventure, vacation, more family oriented versus some of the hardcore trips we do where we're more focused on just big fish, and that's the only thing we think about. When we come here, we kind of like the comfort aspect of it. We want to rent a house that's got some great amenities where we can sit back and enjoy everything. This particular trip here, we've got Angel with us, and then we've got the Wendlandts, Patty and Clark. And you know, Angel and Patty are gonna have some fun, catch a few fish with shrimp. Clark and I'll probably get a little hardcore for one day and go off and fish the jetty. So anytime I come to this location, I know it's just a mix of both seriousness, but also fun.
And let me tell you why I'm excited. I'm excited because I got here about 10 minutes ago. Wade's got the boat in the water. Wade has all the rods rigged. Every single one of them is ready. I didn't even have to do anything with any tackle. He's got me a rain suit. He's got me a life jacket. I have to think about nothing but fishing. This is going to be really fun. Go, babe.
Oh, we got a fish.
Oh, came off.
Ah, it come off. Get him, honey, get him.
Go, go, Angel, go.
You got something.
Oh.
Little redfish.
He's a redfish?
Yeah, little redfish.
Oh, let me see the little guy. Hello. Whoop, whoop.
Fish on.
Oh gosh, look at that dolphin right there.
There he is. There's two.
Thank you.
I can bait my own, but I just like watching him bait it.
Just don't tell him.
I don't think it's gonna be a dinner fish. No.
Oh.
It's Dory.
That's not Dory. Dory's blue.
Oh, I got. No, it keeps getting off.
That was what you call a modern day redhead temper tantrum. But here comes the porpoise.
I do not want to get catch a
Like
porpoise.
reel him in to get him away from the porpoise day.
Oh yes, he does. He's got a buck tooth. Check that out.
You're gonna tongue him?
No.
That would have hurt. Might be a keeper. I don't know. I don't think so.
Quite. Nope.
18.
Nice fish though.
Yes, it was. Golly, there's one trying to eat him. I gotta rescue his life. Whoa, broke the line.
The girls are in the back trying to take video of dolphins for social media, and Wade and I are out here trying to catch dinner.
Well, when y'all start catching some keepers, we'll join you.
Yeah.
Get us into some keepers.
We came close the last two.
Hey, I think we just got sassed right there.
I do too. Little bitty guy. And that's gonna be a wrap. We're gonna head back to the condo on this giant speckled trout. That'll be a future trophy for Texas. We're gonna go cook some dinner and enjoy our place.
Coming up, Wade and Clark head out to the jetties while Angel and Patty hang back to enjoy some of the local shopping Port A has to offer. Before the road trips, the cool mornings, the hot cast iron, the short nights, and the long cast. There's one stop that you can't afford to miss. It's time to gear up and camp out at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Save on all your camping essentials, in-store and online. Your adventure starts here.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Otten, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. After Wade and Clark had some fun with the girls on the water, they headed out on their own to a familiar jetty in Port Aransas. Their hope was to have another exciting day of fishing and to bring home some quality trout and redfish for a delicious fish fry later that evening.
What a pretty morning it is right now. Nice and calm, clear. Before the impending storm coming, it sounds like.
Well, and maybe they'll be biting like they do right before a storm comes. That's always fun. But nothing like it when it's glass, and this is glass right here. We may not fish where it's glass, but it's cool right here.
It's glass right now. There's a hurricane supposedly brewing down in the Gulf that was supposed to go in through Mexico. We kind of planned a couple of days of fun fishing down out of Port Aransas. Got us a condo at City by the Sea through the Miss Kitty's getaway adventures there, and now we're gonna get out and go to the jetties and see what happens. I've done it about 10 or 12 times on this very jetty, and we've had some great trips, and I've had some where I'm like, hang on, it's a rodeo. So we'll see what we got.
Let's do it. No way, jetty fishing is one of those things, I mean, it's like a whole microcosm down there. What happens on these jetties? Do fish just move up and down them?
Well, I mean, you've got, in my opinion, and I wouldn't call myself a jetty fishing expert by any means, but when you've got an incoming tide, you're bringing hopefully some of that clearer water into here, coming out of the Gulf. And so that's moving everything up and down this jetty. So there's, a feeding frenzy going on. Then when you got the outgoing tide coming back out of the bay, for instance, that's bringing sometimes the dirty water, which may not be the best, but it's bringing it back down it. So there's just a million things that live here along these jetties. And the other thing, there's not a lot of passes. If you look at the Gulf Coast map, there's not a ton of passes, especially in Texas, that provide a highway, for instance, for fish to come in and out of here. So you're gonna have such a wide range of species of fish based on the time of the year and the conditions that it's a smorgasbord, it's a buffet. You just literally have no idea what you're gonna catch on any cast. But you'll see guys like behind us, they're anchored down on a prime spot. They know their bait, something's gonna swim by that buffet line. It's like going to your favorite restaurant at lunchtime. There's gonna be a lot of food out there and something's gonna come by and eat it sooner or later. Trout number one. That would be a keeper trout right there.
How long is that one? 16,
17.
Oof. What is it?
Big redfish. About a 18-incher, not quite a keeper. Bye-bye, Mr. Red. Go back. Gotta have good pliers out here. It's one of the most necessity things you're gonna go through You got cutters on there, you got pliers to be able to torque the bait and get it out. Clark just lost another one. He's spinning, he's shaking. That's gonna be a trout.
Pretty nice trout.
You got the net?
Yeah, maybe. We don't want to lose dinner.
Come here, buddy. Oh, that's a good one, Clark.
Awesome. 19.
Well, they're hard to get a hold of. Woohoo! Look at him.
He's ready. That's done. That's done, dude. That's the thing about these jetties is you just have no idea what you got.
He's about to whoop you, whatever he is.
I think it's probably a big red.
That'd be a keeper redfish too.
That's what you call perfect. Hey, I'm pretty proud of that.
Nice, dude.
22 and a half.
That's perfect.
That's what we call dinner right there.
You just don't know. I mean, every other cast, it might be a trout, might be a redfish, ladyfish. I mean, we're just Spanish mackerel on top water. I mean, this is why you come down to places like Port Aransas and the place where we're staying over there, so you can come out these jetties or, you know, go out on a nice dinner and just have fun. You know, relax. It's a vacation fishing trip here.
Americana Outdoors will be right back with more fishing action on the jetties after these short messages.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance.
YAMAHA Outboards. Reliability starts here.
From sun up to sundown, day in and day out, we work hard. We play hard. And to keep us going during those long hours, we demand performance. ENGEL Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by ENGEL, the original high-performance cooler. Power Pole, total boat control. Sunline, the strength to guarantee your confidence. YAMAHA Marine, reliability starts here. Now, before we get back to the fishing fun, let's take a look at the Ranger 2310 bay boat that was used for this fishing trip.
You know, when you look at our setup on our Ranger there, you know, we've got a 300 horsepower Yamaha, more than powerful to push us in any type of a setup that we're going in. A full array of Garmin electronics on here. I look at the side scan on this exactly like most bass fishermen are using and what it tells you to help find these fish. It's an amazing tool to look at. You can see the rocks breaking down on the side scan. It'll really tell you where they rolled off at so that you kind of mentally in your mind be able to work your bait down there. I also was using Panoptics a lot of times just to kind of watch what was going on. You know, I've been down here before and caught them 30 and 40 yards off the rocks, and I've caught them right on the rocks. Today was more about the rocks, and the electronics were kind of helping me in a lot of ways really be able to determine exactly where to position the boat and be able to position the bait. I guess it's a keeper. Oh, yeah. Where's that net at, Clark?
That's right here, I got it. That's perfect, Wade.
That's perfect size right there. This is too fun right here. Favorite hobbies, getting ready for deer camp.
There it is.
And catching fish. That is awesome. That's perfect size right there. Look at that. That's great eating size redfish. Come in here, buddy. we begin to put a great mess of fish together. This is a fun day right here. You know, the jetties, you know, there's jetties all over the place that people can fish. We're here, obviously right outside of Port Aransas. We got a kind of a vacation fishing trip, for lack of anything. But good fishing, fun fishing. Every time I've been down here this time of the year, I've been able to enjoy things just like this. And other times of the year, it's about the bay. But right now, it's certainly about the jetties. I'm out of breath.
So I love it when the guys come back off the water and they all have their limit, and I'm sitting there looking at all their fish laid out right before they clean it. It's the best feeling in the world because I know we're gonna have the best fish fry ever.
You know, one of my very favorite things to do is either whether I'm hunting or fishing, is being able to take the game that I catch or kill and cook it, and especially cook it that night. We had a bunch of trout, we had a bunch of redfish, we brought them back, we cleaned them. Some of them are gonna go to deer camp, but we had plenty to eat tonight, and we had a great meal.
You know, it's just pretty fun to sit here and watch Clark, multi-time FLW, Angler of the Year, Wheaties Box. You got to cook your lunch, cook your dinner for you, but it's pretty nice. I like it.
Oh, it's awesome. And I mean, we both talked about how much we love going out, trying to figure out those fish, catch them, and then bring them in and fry them up. There's just absolutely nothing better.
You know, the reality is that he is the fry master. I mean, in all honesty, he does this 4, 5, 6 times a year, and I look forward to it all the time. Deer camp, wherever we are, turkey camp. I mean, you get something with some fried fish in front of him, and he is the master.
That was kind of a beautiful thing. Angel and I spent some time shopping in Rockport, and that was really nice. And we kind of were getting updates through the day of how much they'd caught to decide whether we needed to go out to eat tonight or whether we were going to have a fish fry. Turns out they caught a lot, and we had just an amazing fish fry. Clark fried it all up. Angel does all the other stuff to get it ready and delicious, and so it was wonderful. It was a real treat.
Well, I love Clark and Patty Wendlandt. They're awesome. I've known them for years, and so being able to fish with them, it's a lot of fun. In fact, when Wade said they were coming, I was like, yes, because usually I'm out here with, you know, the guys. I mean, I love fishing with the guys, but to have Patty here and Clark, it's a lot of fun.
That wraps up our fun-filled vacation spent on the coast. Well, coming up next, we're covering the IFA Redfish Tour that was recently held right here in Port Aransas.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories, fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with YAMAHA for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
You know that guy that's always bringing in big ones from offshore? He's got secret lures. That guy that can pull out his spinning rod and start catching them when you can't buy a bite. He's got secret lures. What about that guy that can follow you down the bank and catch what you left behind? He's got secret lures.
Oh, yeah, good one.
If you're ready to be that guy, get your secret lures today at secretlures.com.
You've been waiting all week for this, and Sunline wants to make sure you're ready for it with bulk spools of all your favorite fishing lines.
Oh, it's so fun.
Bulk up with Sunline. Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Secret Lures. The secret is out. Outdoor Action TV. Stream your favorite shows. SPRO, Sports Professionals.
We're right here at Port Aransas, Texas. We're filled with pristine beaches, great family attractions, lots of fresh seafood, lots of great fishing. You know, Port A really began as a fishing port. It was a fishing town, a wonderful place for people to come out and catch great fish, but it has turned into something more each and every year. So every year we add more elements, we add more depth to this destination, more things for people to do, more food for people to try. Port Aransas has it all. We love to bring in as many tournaments as we can to this region, and it's so ripe and ready for people to come harvest and have a great time. And what that means for us here locally, you know, it helps build our businesses and build us all back from this pandemic that we're in the middle of right now, as well as the Hurricane Harvey that hit just a few years ago. So, you know, our businesses rely on tournaments to make this community what it is.
One of the many tournaments that Port Aransas hosts is the IFA Redfish Tour, and it's the hospitality and kindness shown by the locals and the Port Aransas Tourism Bureau and Chamber of Commerce that has the IFA Redfish Tour returning to these pristine waters year after year. Recently, Port Aransas once again hosted this premier grassroots inshore tournament, with a total cash purse worth just over $40,000, including a Ranger RB190 waiting for the first place team. 54 teams eagerly duked it out on the coastal waters of Port Aransas. Let's get right to the action and see how this tournament panned out.
Little one. Yeah. That ain't what we're looking for. Too small, 19. Little bitty redfish. Obviously that ain't what we're in here for, huh? Need his great-great-great-great-grandma. Get her up here. We'll be doing some good. Another little one. Dang, these little fish. Little one, my little buddy. Pretty spots on that. I don't think so. Yeah, he made it. 20 and a half. We're on the board. Just wish he was a little bigger. But you never know how the day's gonna pan out. You got one in there, you catch a real big one. That one looks pretty nice to you when you got two, you know. Stay on there. Well, there's your other one with that little one there we were talking about. Come here. Come on. Attaboy. Atta baby. I think he's good too. He's good. I hope he's good. If he's good, he's over 80 easy. Oh, he's too big.
Alan and Tanner continued casting lines for several more hours, and while our featured team may not have secured the win this year, it looks like there's plenty of fish being hauled back to the scales. Well, we're at weigh-in and checking in with the top three of the leaderboard. In third place is Russell O'Reilly and Corey Servant with 16.37 pounds.
Our hats are off to the guys that won. They came in with big bags. They did a heck of a job. This is a tough time of year to catch big weight like that. So yeah, we couldn't be happier.
Coming in second place with a whopping 17.59 pounds is Chris Smith and Blake Trevino.
Every fish we caught, we saw. You know, we just got lucky and got the right bites. We had refusals like everyone else would. We just got lucky, got the right bites.
Nate Forbes and Mitchell Collins just barely edge out Chris and Blake for first place with a total weight of 17.78 pounds.
Old Lucky over here, he got it done today. He caught a 10.49 pound redfish today out of a school that we were just catching oversized, and 27.5 inches all day long out of, you know, and then all of a sudden he caught that fish and tail came up flopping on the surface and we netted him and we knew it was a good. So just a lot of fun, you know. Good to be out there with my buddy and caught some good fish.
Here's a look at the top 10 standings. With beautiful beaches stretching as far as the eye can see, exceptional coastal waters, and unlimited activities, it's easy to see why we keep coming back to Port Aransas and why it will always be one of our favorite destinations on the Gulf Coast. To book your own fishing trip out here or just to enjoy a nice vacation getaway, check out what the city has to offer at visitportaransas.com. Hey, thank you for watching, and join us next week on a new episode of Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.
I got my power pole down, stuck in the mud in the bottom of the lake, sitting so still in the wind and the waves, could even be a hurricane. I got my power pole down.
You know, when I look at the tournaments I've won, probably 4 or 5 of the boats that I've won have been on a tube. But I've completely gotten away from flipping a tube because nobody made one soft enough.
Big Bite has come with this new tour series of baits. The thing that's probably the most unique is when you look at that bait, the salt just rolls out of it. And to me, that is the reason a fish bites a tube and hangs on to it. This isn't one of those let's go out and catch some smallmouth tube. This is a let's get it done tube.